This photo is part of a series titled Suburban Perspective, and it was shot on an estate in North London. Basically, it's my observation of everyday surroundings that we don't normally consider, so really quite mundane, boring aspects of our environment. Yet I find them fascinating because these quiet spaces are just around us all the time, yet we never really appreciate them and take time to look at them. I think the photo has a certain mysterious ambiguity to it and quite a loneliness within the photo. So it kind of represents a closed mind, which is the caption, just to explain how in the city we're all kind of closed off from each other and we don't want to open up our minds to everything around us. The kind of half-dead plant symbolises life within the photo. And
when you took the photograph?
Okay, this was taken in Shoreditch, Brick Lane. I'm new to London, so every time when I go to new places I like to just keep my eyes open, observe everything and just taking everything in. And when I saw these people walking, they were very friendly, they smiled at me. When I saw them I thought, oh, they're quite interesting people, and as they got closer to me, because they were walking towards me, I kind of just stood back and just observed them. And then when I saw the girl leading, well, I guess her parents or I'm not sure, I just thought it was just really amazing how she's leading them rather than, her following the adults, so.
Tell us a little bit more about the composition of the photo.
Okay, so I really like the nice, warm evening, the last bit of sunlight shining on the people walking away, and I thought, the nice line, like the people walking in a straight line, the scaffolding gives it a very, unique feeling kind of way, and the really nice shadow, the long shadows really synchronizes with, I guess, the lines of the scaffolding, which makes this photo kind of interesting in a way. And like the moment that I caught this, I think it was just like really good because, everyone is moving together rather than they're not really out of synchronization. So yeah, that's it.
For a school photography project, I wanted to take photos of Battersea Power Station, but we couldn't find it for ages. But instead, we found this wall, and I thought it was really powerful because normally graffiti is really it's not important and it doesn't really catch you. But this kind of reaches out to everyone, and because it was such a horrible day weather-wise, it was just really nice to come across.
Lucy, what's your favourite aspect of London?
well, I love everything about London, but the best thing to me is the atmosphere. Every time I come here, it's like a new adventure. There's always new places to be explored and discovered. I love the hustle and bustle of everyday life and everyone kind of working together and going their own separate ways.
And which is your favourite part of London?
Favourite part?
Yeah.
Probably here in the city, because I could look at this view forever, so it's really nice to live so close to here and just come down here and just look at this.
Why do you love London?
I love London because all the different areas in it are so completely different, but all have really nice individual feels. And there's such a mix of people from all around the world here. And some parts are so busy and you feel a real part of it. And I also really like the architecture in London because I think it's quite famous for its architecture.